We've never been in your shoes, but we're playing the game of life. We'll chase away all your blues with a banana and a toast and your strife. Never have I ever, never have I ever, starts now.
Wumbo.
Wombology.
Wombology.
It's 2016, guys.
Woo! Yeah, I guess. I don't know. We survived.
Wow.
Survived 2015. Another year in the books.
That's right. That means it's time for episode, what, 20?
20.
20 of our Lovely Advice podcast, coming to you from the Octagon every single Tuesday. This is Never Have I Ever. Great. Now we're going to get sued by Disney.
Bring
I really
it on,
hope
Disney.
you're happy.
Bring it on, Disney.
Disney on ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Every
Yikes.
week, I like to pull questions from Reddit or Google or Yahoo Answers about relationships, life advice, things that
Or Garrett's asshole.
or his asshole. Mostly
Oh,
questions.
wait, is that where
on-
the questions come from? Or
Yeah.
that's what
No,
the
the-
questions pertain to?
That's
No.
what they pertain to.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was they came from his asshole.
No, everybody wants to know what's up with his butt
Oh, gotcha.
because it's cute.
What's up with your butt? It's like a fun little
And-
Q&A session.
No, it's not.
It's like where a doctor gives advice about your butt.
It's a meeting
Why
with the
would it-
proctologist.
Yes.
Ooh. On that note, we will be going fist deep into your questions this week.
Fist deep.
If you guys have questions you would like to send to us to answer live on the air, don't worry. Send them to neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/NHIE show, on YouTube, and there's some stuff on Facebook, and there's a Tumblr and stuff. Anyways, you're probably listening on YouTube. So you guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's see. All right. I've been together with my girlfriend for 7 years. We love each other very much, but the relationship has become unhealthy. We want different things in life, and it's a struggle just to get to the end of each week. I want to break up, but there's been so much drama. I'm just simply mentally and emotionally exhausted, distressed and depressed, and I simply feel that I cannot handle the moment. I often feel that I just want to go far away and everything to just disappear. Is it okay if I just simply disappear without having the talk? Or does it make me too much of a chicken shit and I owe this to her at least? I could use some advice from people who have experienced this, or maybe not.
I felt so bad for him until he just seriously considered ducking out. Like,
7 years. And he's just going to disappear like a cold case file.
man, yeah.
That's a hell of an Irish goodbye.
I'm like, yeah. You just Irish bite on a set.
On a 7-year relationship.
It's like, oh man, yeah, you break up because there is drama. Like, that's the reason why. Like, yeah, just
Where
break
would
up.
you even go?
This whole time I assumed they lived together until he started talking about the Irish goodbye, and I thought about the possibility of him breezing when they live together. Just like he like
Just
she
wakes
comes
up
home
one
one day and he's like, or what homegirl's like, hey, where's homeboy? And homeboy never shows up. So then like missing persons reports get filed, and
He's just hanging out in California on a beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais.
All of his stuff is still at the house.
He just left with like a cinch bag.
Yeah,
Of, like,
went to like
clean-
Alaska, went to the Alaskan bush. He's living in a bus.
Oh God, he's gonna eat berries and die or something like that. So is that? He definitely has to have the talk. Right?
Oh yeah, 100%. You don't get to miss out on having that breakup talk. Like, it's gonna suck, but you have to man up and do it.
Well-
This guy's like never broken up with someone. I don't think. Like, it's a 7-year relationship. I don't think he's ever had to break up with someone, so he doesn't know how to do it yet. He hasn't had the practice.
What is the comfort window to like ghosting out of a situation? Like in a relationship, or like say you're talking to a girl, whether it's take her out for a drink one night, or you meet her on Tinder, or you start texting. What is the threshold for when all of a sudden ghosting becomes like an okay thing to do? Because he just wants to ghost this.
Or you mean,
long-term
when it's no
relationship.
longer okay to do?
Yeah, like what's the limit to that? Like how far can you go and all of a sudden allow yourself that ability?
I say the same window as the same amount of time cell phone carriers give you to have like buyer's remorse on a cell phone plan. before you're locked into a contract. 14 days.
Okay, so you have 2 weeks to make that decision.
Yeah.
If within 2 weeks you haven't, if it's within 2 weeks, you can just stop cold turkey. Is it that what you're?
Still kind of shitty, but yeah. Like anything beyond that's like
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, I think similar, but like not so much in days, but in terms of like where you go in the relationship. Like if you fuck and then just ghost, like I don't know, that seems weird to me. I guess like, but let's say like you were hanging out for like 2 weeks beforehand, you fucked, and then you ghosted after that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he just wanted it for the sex and that was it. Like, but if you just had like a one night stand and then you ghosted after that, it's like, that's whatever. That's, you don't know that person, like a breakup, anything.
So basically what you're saying is he's 6 years and 50 weeks beyond that limit. Like there's a 2 week window where that's okay. It's like buying eggs at the store. There's a limited window. After that, these eggs are rotten.
Yeah, exactly. But like what I said, like you could be in it for like a month, nothing happens, you ghost after that, that's fine. Like nothing was happening. But as soon as stuff starts happening and it's like, you're kind of in the thick of it, then yeah, he's way too late on this. Like you got to man up and break up for reals.
For wheels?
For reals with an R, not with a W.
Now, you had mentioned that, okay, this guy clearly has never broken up with anybody before. Give him like the easiest route that he can do to do this.
What do you
Like
mean
the easiest way out, besides ghosting.
Oh, besides ghosting.
Like because he clearly wants to put in the minimal effort.
I mean, does he want to crush her? Does he?
He's been crushing her for 7 years. Now he's looking for the next
No,
step.
but-
Yeah.
But like, does he want to just kill her spirit and just be an awful, awful person? 'Cause if so, he can just cheat on her and then make it known. Like she accidentally finds out, accidentally in like quotation marks, but like, he accidentally had like pictures of this other girl on his phone and she accidentally saw them, It would crush her. It'd be terrible, but it'd be an easy way out.
I want to see him just like start dating someone else on social media. Just like is in a relationship with not me.
It's some catfish too. It's like some girl he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
That is ironic.
That would be that'd be pretty extreme.
And then he can ghost to wherever that catfish lives. Like the Alaskan bush again.
Yeah, because there's like a barrage of women up in Alaska who are just like, or people in Alaska catfishing people.
Yeah. He wants to be in their Alaskan bush.
Oh, God, I hate you so much.
You gotta stay warm in the winter somehow.
Right?
All right, guys, let's see. Next question. Because I don't put these in the right order on here. I just try to see what I can do. Okay, this will tie into what Tom had just mentioned.
Alaskan bush?
Nope. I'll try to keep this short, but I've officially been with this guy for about 8 months now, and everything seemed perfect.
I thought she was going to say 7 years.
We both make each other very happy and have tons in common. He even came out to his parents so I could meet them. That's right. It's one of those kind of relationships. We speak about the future quite often, and he is keen for us to live together forever. Then about 2 days before New Year's, we were watching TV together, and I saw the preview on his phone. It was a nude photo of some guy I'd never seen before. This obviously caused an argument, but he claimed the guy was harassing him with photos he didn't want. And of course, this would be fine, but he wouldn't show me the conversation thread. Eventually, I stole his phone and ran to the bathroom just to find this conversation thread filled with pictures of naked guys, him included. What should I do?
Probably break up.
Drop that man slice like it's a piece of Hormel bologna.
Hormel makes bologna.
Man slice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say drop that sack into his mouth.
Don't do that because that's exactly what he wants. Don't play into the sack dropping.
Like, is it normal to still look? I mean, when you're in a relationship, do you still look at porn?
Yeah.
110%.
So is it okay to still look at pictures of other naked people as long as you're not sending them?
There's like
But these are like sex messages, right?
that's intent.
I guess like they're yeah.
It's not like you're not having a a conversation thread with a casual friend, just like exchanging nude pictures back and forth, going, "Oh yeah, I really like this one."
Maybe
Like,
his friend's a doctor. Maybe they have a doctor and they're all showing each other the pictures of their dicks for science.
That's definitely some like.
That's like the bullshit answer that he gives like the other guy in this situation.
That's definitely a violation of the Hippocratic Oath.
Is it really a violation of the Hippocratic Oath if like they're all in on it though? Because it's not so much a game about secrets if they all know.
Well, at that point, if you're all in on it, you probably shouldn't be doing it under the pretense of being a doctor. You should just do it as,
People who like to hang out with their dicks out.
yeah, unless you're a doctor for Brazzers.
I don't think any of them have been to med school.
Yeah, certainly. What do you mean?
fucking Java, get out.
All right, still rolling.
All right, we're still good.
Jeez.
Fucking Java updates.
Wow, that was obtrusive.
I know.
That's
Java
like-
always cuts in like that.
Whole screen. Why don't you just update Java so it doesn't do that?
Fuck, I hate Java. That's why.
What do you mean? It's just a web browser plugin.
You also hate turning off your laptop, which is why we've had to pause this like 3 times.
Anyway, back to dick pics and fuck boys.
I'll get you one. Calm down. We gotta. The thing that's really missing from the story is like it doesn't explain how these two guys met, because maybe they met through sending dick pics to one another, and like that's just this guy's thing is sending his dick places.
Avid Grinder user.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't really go into that. I guess I assumed that it was through like mutual friends or like at a bar or something, you know. Like
Yeah,
they
just
met
at
in
a-
person first and didn't send dick pics at first, but I don't know. I don't know this guy's life.
I've never sent a dick pic.
You haven't?
No, we've been over
Oh.
this. Have you?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm like 95% sure I have.
I thought you were gonna say like 95% of my phone is
How
dick.
are you?
I definitely don't do it. I haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't done it in
And
years.
I don't think, like, it doesn't work the same way with girls. Like, you send them.
Yeah, if a girl sends me a dick pic, I'm like, what?
Yeah. Wait, what? Jesus. Talk about paying attention. No, but more to the point, like, a girl shows you, like, sends you a naked picture of herself. You're like, shit, look at all that business. But then, like, if you just, like, take a picture of your penis and throw it back at her, she's like, great, another dick. Like, unless you have some, like, exceptional penis.
Yeah.
If you've got an RE20 penis,
Like the one currently in my face.
yeah, if you're rivaling some domestic farm animals,
Jesus Christ.
and that's what that girl's into. To digress,
So if you're in a relationship, no pics.
So, this guy, back to the question though, he ran into the bathroom with the phone, found all these pictures, and then he wrote the question. So he just in the bathroom on Reddit,
Probably.
just like, what the fuck do
I
I
bet
do?
this situation's probably
That's
resolved
only
itself.
that's his community. That's his friend group. Is just Reddit. He's just like,
That's easily a lot of people's.
I don't know who to talk to about this fucked up situation. Not my best friend. I'm gonna go to Reddit.
I mean, it's not unreasonable.
I guess. I don't know.
So if you're in a relationship, no to dick pics, not to the significant other.
that to me kind
Yeah.
of goes without saying.
Yeah. You can't be sending nude pics to other people.
What if other people send them to you? Are you allowed
That
to
doesn't
keep
mean
them?
you're allowed to
Are
reciprocate.
you allowed to keep them?
No.
No.
Because, see, that can be taken a lot of different ways.
I would say don't keep it. Delete it. You know, like 2 weeks after you get it. No.
14 days worth of fapping.
Yeah.
And then you can ghost the message away.
All right, so let's
But no, seriously.
build a hierarchy. We've got the status is in a relationship.
Correct.
Lowest offense, watching just professionally produced porn.
Is,
even
the, is,
amateur.
is the next level amateur? Or are they?
Or, you know, okay, something that's hosted on an internet porn streaming service. Well, what, RedTube,
Spank Bang.
et cetera, et cetera.
Porn,
Yeah. We go on and on. Something that's hosted there, it's like you just like, well, boy, I'm just trying to
Ultimate surrender.
just trying to watch some porn right now, and just you're not looking for a person, you're looking for porn.
Yeah.
The next highest offense would be something like, and to a lesser extent, something like the Real Girls subreddit, where it's like you're looking for specific amateur pictures, and then if you wanted to be super creepy, you can like filter it down to find people who actually have like real accounts and like follow specific people, to the point where you're basically like subscribing to an amateur porn website.
So that's still an offense.
That's an offense, but that's not as offensive as communicating directly with people and sharing nude pictures.
What if you send your dick to the cam people or the amateur website people? Because that's a thing you can do, apparently.
That's a conversation to have, but I don't think that's not necessarily an offense.
Because we had that issue before talking about interactions with those amateur-ish websites. Because apparently, I've never done this, but I've read about this. There's like the cam website where cam girls, whoever, can use your webcam.
Oh.
So you can do like stuff while the rest of the shows happening. But actually, they just have like a video switcher with guys rubbing their dicks.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Who had to code that? Who you call? It's like, yeah, where do you work? Yeah, I'm a web programmer. Like, no, but are you independent? Do you work for someone? It's like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm in a salaried position right now. It's like, well, do you mind me asking who for? It's like, yo, you know, X Hamster. Word.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that website. What does that website do?
Oh, you know,
Just dicks.
just adult content.
Oh.
So like porn? Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
But to reel it way back in.
Yeah. Break up with fuckboy.
Break up with fuckboy? Yeah,
Yeah.
it said they were only together like 8 months.
Yeah, so
Which is way better than 7 years.
yeah.
But still, you need to let them know that you're breaking up. Don't just leave like Dad did.
Leave the bathroom and just never say hello again.
Just walk out of the bathroom and be like, I'd leave that a minute, go outside, and just never come back.
I could see some kind of sitcom style overreaction where someone's like, hey, let me see your phone. Like, what are these pictures all about? No! And then they like stand up really quickly and like slam the phone on the floor and smash it into a million pieces.
Yeah.
All
Had a
right.
virus.
Who has a virus?
My phone. My phone had a virus. There
Yeah.
just tons of dicks on it. The virus grabs dicks from the internet and puts it in a message thread.
The dick virus.
Yes.
I don't know. Oh my god. It's like, sir or madam, your iPhone doesn't have a virus. I love you. Goodbye.
You just like dicks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next question. The friends with benefits person and I have been fucking pretty regularly for a few months now. And last night during a particularly good session, things got hot. In the heat of things, he said, I love you to me. We hadn't said anything like that before, and I wasn't expecting it, and ended up saying something like, I love you too? Because, you know, you can't really leave that unreciprocated. But, like, we're just hooking up. It's weird. The awkwardness is tangible. Should I bring this up?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Definitely can't leave that one hanging.
Because that's going to fester, and that's going to turn into the first question we had, which is just like sketch bounce, breeze in,
Yeah.
Irish goodbye, whatever you want to call it.
Leaving like
Yeah.
a fart in the wind?
Yeah.
I said I loved her, and then she ghosted.
Fart in the wind.
That's tough. I mean, you guys have all had fuck buddies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be like, oh, maybe he said it accidentally, just like not thinking while having sex? Or do you think it was something emotional?
Okay.
Like, what was your first gut reaction?
My personality is such that I think before I speak, even in moments of passion, or I've never blurted something out loud and gone like, boy, wish I would have kept that to myself. I'm usually pretty controlled about that. There are some times where like I've said like voiced my opinion and it was not very agreeable with people in the room, and just bad judgment call, I suppose. However, point being, I don't make outlandish statements like that unless there's some reason to.
Okay.
Like, at the same time, I wouldn't be upset if they didn't reciprocate. Also, I wouldn't have said it in that situation. If the pretense is that we are not committed and we're just physically engaged, in the middle of this like unspoken, like emotionless physical engagement, I suddenly drop like a very culturally significant emotional bomb. It's like that kind of dries the pussy for everyone. You know what I mean?
Huh.
I think it could be a heat of the moment thing. I don't think it necessarily needs to be a logical response, because like when you're fucking, all logic goes out the window. All
Yeah.
you're focused on is just what's going on like with your dick. And I've been in this situation before where I don't know. I feel like I've said I love you before when I like first had sex with a girl. It was like way too soon, but it was like we were young, so I was like, okay, like, you know, you don't really know like the rules of like what you're doing or anything,
Right?
Or, like what love really is. So it's just like, hey, whatever, you know, like said it, didn't really mean it, sort of thing. It was never a big deal. It's more like I love what's going on, and I love that this is happening with you, rather than just I love you on a deep emotional side. It's much more just like base and like in the moment. And I think I've had times too where I've been hooking up with a girl, things have been going well, and I've thought in the back of my mind, like heat of the moment, thought in the back of my mind, but then been like, no, don't actually feel that way at the moment. I just love what is going on right now. And these are the only words I can think to express how much I love being inside you at the moment.
You know, I've never made that mistake because I've never loved a person.
See,
I'm just cold. I don't give a fuck. This is business.
I try to bury my emotions.
I love Taco
In
Bell.
that puss.
I love things like Taco Bell and cheeseburger. I don't love people.
Is that where you bury yours?
Yeah, I just have sex in the bathroom with myself.
I think I tend to
Use
bury
onion rings,
emotions.
just-
I tend to bury emotions because I'm gonna love you, slut. Like, I think I catch myself.
No, Tom, you got that backwards. You just love sluts.
No. I think that of like a few two times. It's something I've learned about myself, where it's like, oh, I'm thinking this again, like I'm thinking the I love you thing again, but I don't actually mean it. And also now I'm gonna bury it so I don't actually ever say it. Sort of a thing.
So,
I'm a Ted Mosby.
good God.
I mean, not as pathetic, but
You're sitting in the apartment wearing a poncho.
and it's fucking comfortable.
Dude, I wish I had a poncho.
Yeah, this is-
Yes. Honestly,
dude,
I'd
17-year-old
wear it out.
17-year-old me made a great decision buying this poncho in Mexico.
The rest of Oh, you did buy that in Mexico.
I did, yeah.
Because Garrett's parents were here. His mom was here yesterday, and she asked where you got it from, and none of us knew.
I told her he got it from Sears.
Sears, the home of everything. So this definitely should be brought up then? Because if it was a heat of the moment, you don't bring it up.
Well, I think you bring it up and say it was a heat of the moment thing. Like,
Well, you don't get to make that call.
well, no, I think you, like, she's kind of freaked out about it. She brings it up, asks, like, you know, what was up with that? And then he might just play off as like, oh, yeah, sorry, it was just like heat of the moment thing. I get that we're just hooking up right now. You know, that's totally fine, whatever. It might be an indication that he wants a little bit more than just the hooking up, and you're getting to that part of the relationship where it might turn into something more, but it could just very well be a heat of the moment thing. So, but definitely bring it up to clear the air.
What do you think, Garrett?
Are you the one that says I love you too soon?
What?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just you, Tom.
No, I've definitely. Well, I mean, like, okay, so the whole "I love you" things, it's risky bisky.
Ooh, like tomato biscuit.
See, or lobster bisky,
Or Bisquick.
or clam bisque. Hashtag clam baked. Hashtag clam stripped.
Hashtag clam dipped.
Hashtag 20. I'm sorry, I can't.
All right. What was the question? What were we? What is?
What should they like?
Should
bring it up?
they talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should. Like, it doesn't have to be. It's only a big a deal as you make it, and I think it becomes a bigger deal the harder you think about it without talking about it. So if you're to the point where you're querying an internet forum for advice where you're not going to get anyone but some of the like the most obnoxious like former 4chaners around to weigh in on it. You might as well just talk to the person about it and be like, so like, what did you mean by that?
Like, when would you bring that up, though? Is that something like, would you stop the sex? Is it something you talk about?
Oh no, I wouldn't do
while
that.
you're-
I might, or it could be fine. But like, I'd say wait for a neutral moment to talk about it. Had a thought. It's gone forever.
Do you want me to go to the next question and see if it comes back?
Yeah, it probably will. Somewhere towards the end of the episode.
You'll bring it up during the lightning round. All right, guys. The reason this is such a big issue is that I really crave companionship in the form of a relationship, and I feel lonely without it. Now, let's get into the real question. My last relationship was brief, only lasted around 4 months, and ended just about 2 years ago. But on the grand scheme of things, she was far and away, way out of my league. In regards to looks anyways, compared to the women that I have a chance with now. And that's really starting to bother me. I can't find myself emotionally attracted to any of these women just because I was doing so well before. Am I that screwed up in the head?
All right, so this is an interesting. I've thought about this before in terms of like leagues. There are no leagues. Say it with me. There are no leagues. There are no leagues. Yeah, someone joined in.
no leagues.
Yay! I didn't
I'm not
think
going to give you
anyone
that
would.
kind of validation.
But no, like I remember thinking like, oh yeah, there are definitely leagues. Like in high school, there are definitely leagues. Like, all right, this girl is going to hook
So
up
you
with a
started
hockey
chanting
star.
there are no leagues, and you're like, okay, guys, but like there are these leagues and then those leagues.
Leagues get broken down over time. Like,
That's all in your head.
Like my
yeah,
work.
it's definitely all in your head.
Just like my standards, they get broken down over time.
Like, I guess I remember. There's this one. How do I want to say this? Basically, I hooked up with this one girl who I considered to be way out of my league, and it was only like a hookup, like only a one night stand. But like after it happened, I was like, oh, I can do this. Like there are no leagues. Like you weren't out of my league, I guess, because we fucked. So yeah, that's why I don't think there are any leagues. Anyone is sort of attainable to anyone else. You just sort of have to maybe I don't want to say the wrong thing, like be a better person, but you might have to like change yourself a little bit, like sort of mold yourself a little bit to conform to their ideas. Like if they, and like little things, like if they're super into sports or like they really like football, you don't, but you're like, I am really attracted to you. I really want you to notice me. I'm going to start watching football now, just so we have something to talk about. I haven't changed any like core belief about myself. I haven't like become a racist because I wanted to be with this hot racist girl. You know what I mean? I've just expanded my outlook on something small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wider horizons.
Yeah.
Because this kid's definitely got an ego problem, first off. Because he just starts about like, oh yeah, man, I just need a relationship and some companionship. But fuck all these women in the club. I'm way better than this. Well, maybe not better than this, but I've hit better than this. It's like, even if you want to think like metaphorical league, the stuff that, Tom, you've said have broken down over time, I'm pretty sure all of us have hit way out of what we considered our league.
Yeah.
Like our expectation.
Yeah.
And it's all about, you know, being a little bit more honest about yourself. Because you seem like a pretty shitty person. So you're probably not going to be scratching the top of the hierarchy.
I thought you were personally attacking me for a second. I was
I
like,
was.
whoa.
Tom, you
Oh,
wrote this
man.
question.
Ouch.
The email address to this was flyingdutchman@gmail.com.
Damn it, how did you find me?
You're easy.
But anyway, ego problem. I guess I didn't think about that at first.
Because he's just like, oh well, I've already hit a 13 out of 10. You want to deal with all these.
Yeah, so
sevens.
he doesn't want to backslide.
It's not backsliding. It's sex.
Yeah. Like, but like, I don't know.
But it's kind of, he has a little bit of a point. Like, just because you've hit like a
dime?
really attractive girl. No, I don't like using like number scales or anything. But like you've had sex with a really attractive girl, and then you're on OkCupid and you see someone who just doesn't fit with the body type that you are attracted to. Does that mean that you should go for something that you don't want? You know, I think that's what he's getting at here. Like, I don't think he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying don't sacrifice your like personal attraction for very easily attainable companionship, because then ultimately you're not going to be satisfied with the decision you made, and you're gonna regret it, even like if the companionship is good and valid and provides for you what you need emotionally. If in the long run you made a short-sighted decision on just attaining the one thing, and you didn't try to attain that with someone who was more well-rounded to your interests and needs, then it's going to fall apart. And that's not like, or I don't know, is he looking for like a
quick booty?
Like, is he looking for a quick booty, or is he looking for like a quick shoulder to cry on, and then put it inside the shoulder, and then find another shoulder to like.
The thing that really irks me about this is like, yeah, the last relationship was 4 months long, but that was 2 years ago. It's like, dude, it's been 2 years. What the fuck's like your issue? He's still hung up on something that's short.
Yeah, but I think he's also just kind of lonely. Like, it's been 2 years since his last relationship. I can understand that. Like,
I've been there.
You get lonely.
I am there.
Yeah, you get lonely. You're just like, man, I just want love. Can anybody help me find someone to love? Tinder, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, Bumble.
I don't know how to use Plenty of Fish.
Hinge.
Coffee meets bagel.
Coffee Meets Bagel. Forgot about that one.
That's still a thing.
Yeah,
Black
that's still a
people
thing.
meet.
Farmersonly.com.
J-Date.
Yeah, it was J-Date.
Was that?
Jewish people.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cougar Town.
Is that one?
Yeah, it is.
Yikes! Tell you what, there's this one lady.
No, wait, Cougar Life. That's what it is.
There's this one lady who comes into my place of employment semi-regularly, basically looking just to harass young gentlemen.
Send her my way.
No. No. I'm not trying to keep this one to myself, but I'm definitely not trying to wish it upon anyone else. So we'll leave it at that. This woman's trying way too hard and being way too gross.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I can just imagine, because like, those websites suck though, because you have to pay so much money just to get anybody to respond. And I'm talking about Cougar Life. I have been on there.
Is that one that you pay for, like eHarmony or Match.com?
Well, I mean, there's like a free, like, get on there and see who's in your area. And that's great. But like, if you send someone a message, you get like 3 to 5 free messages.
Oh.
And then you can't read any of their replies unless you pay them money.
What if my first message is just my phone number?
Ooh. Look at Tom using his business.
I've just fucked the system.
He's found a hole in the matrix. He's found a glitch. It's deja vu.
He's taking the red pill and he's shoving it up their ass.
Turns out the red pill's a
It's
suppository.
like, fuck it, I don't need you to monitor my messages.
Into the bloodstream so much faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy needs to get over the whole looks train.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was his original question. Was
He's like, am I a bad person?
No, you're not a bad
fucking
person.
terrible person.
I think you gotta
not-
like butt chug a handle full of Svedka and think about it.
Finna butt chug some Svedka.
Yeah, finna butt chug.
I've got a bottle in the freezer.
A 1.5 worth of Svedka. Call it a dia.
Call it a dia.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you want to go one more question, or do you want to go right to the lightning round?
Yeah, let's do one more. Why not?
All right. Let's see. My fiance, who's 26, and I, also 26, male, female, are throwing a big New Year's Eve party at our house. Obviously, this question doesn't help, but we can think of the application for future reference.
Okay.
My fiance's friends are helping us put it on. We'll be providing food, kegs, games, etc. We're really excited and sent out over 100 Facebook invitations. In the description of the Facebook event, we stated that all are welcome. There is one person in particular that I chose not to invite. We'll call him Ben. Here's the backstory on Ben. Ben went to college with me and my fiance and was a huge part of our friend group, that we all shared the same major. We would hang out with him and our mutual friends, and I was always very friendly towards him, but began to notice over time he wasn't someone I enjoyed spending time with. Ben was always very arrogant throughout school in regards to his education, his finances. He lost a lot of weight in college, and that just boosted his ego and made it even worse. He transformed into a teenager, bragging about how much pot he could smoke and how many girls he could bang. Basically everything.
Who brags about how much pot they can smoke?
I can smoke so many pots.
You get
So many
I don't know,
pots.
Like, dude, like, I smoked 2 blunts to the face yesterday.
it's like, and then you sat on the couch and smoked yourself into oblivion. It's like, okay, that's cool and all, but like certainly no one cares.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Like, few people even care how much you can drink.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
but like, you can, like, down, like, a 40 in a beer ball, and it's like, and without puking, you're like, shit, that's impressive.
That girl's got some talent.
But it's like, oh, you just took a lot of rips. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so much, I don't know, it's so much less impressive, I guess.
Basically, the question from here boils down to, is it wrong that we didn't invite him, even though, like, we were all friends from college and, like, a close-knit friend group? And what should we do if he shows up uninvited?
I don't think it's bad that you didn't invite him. I don't think that's wrong. I think if he shows up, it's I don't know. It's like when you see an old person you went to high school with.
You went to high school with old people?
Yes.
Nice.
No, it's like someone who you don't talk to from high school anymore. You just pretend to still enjoy their company. You're just like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, we played hockey like 5 years ago together. Yep, good times. Remember that one? No, I don't remember that one game because they all sort of fucking blur together.
Well, I mean...
Oh, you're still here? You still work in the same hometown? All right, that's cool. So I guess I'll see ya.
Is there something to be said for the fact that, say, this friend group was 10 people large and only 9 were physically invited to the party, and that was intentional?
I mean, I think he'll probably get the fucking hint.
Will he,
But-
though?
I don't know.
Because you guys have been trying to not invite me to things for years, and I still show up.
I know, and now we live together. It somehow backfired. I don't get it.
So you're basically saying you were counting on this person to not show up because they obviously recognize they haven't been included?
I think
Yeah.
that's what we're hoping, like, as an ideal situation.
I mean, to me it'd be like if Duderson's like not gonna put on a good time and you don't like want him there, like that's totally fine. Like I don't know. It's still shitty to not include someone like that, but if you don't want them there, you don't want them there. It's not like
Yeah.
and if they show up, like there's I wouldn't treat them badly. I wouldn't tell them to go home or anything like that. I'd invite them in if they showed up to the party where I said everyone's welcome in the Facebook event. So
Yeah, that's kind of like the fault or the catch-all
it's like
there.
shoot for the moon.
Be like, sorry, Ben.
If you splash down somewhere in the Pacific, you're still
Oh, Ben,
Not
oh
too
my
far
God,
away.
I can't believe I forgot to invite you.
Oh my God, thanks. Please come in, trash everything, and
Yeah.
smoke so many pots.
But like, if
How
you
many
haven't,
pots have you smoked today?
if they haven't kept in touch with him since college, which it sounds like they probably haven't, they probably don't have to worry too much about him showing up. Like, I'm sure he has new friends now that he's going to go rage with.
Dope smoking buddies.
Yeah.
They're all going to do a bar crawl and try to crush MILFs at Frizzy's.
Not unattainable.
That can be done. Only in the city of Buffalo. Well, it can happen anywhere. All right, so just kind of hope for the best.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a bad person and not invite somebody to something like that. Right?
Not everyone's gonna get along with everyone. That's just
Yeah.
The way it
It's
is.
fine. People drift apart.
So just ghost him out of the party.
Yeah.
yeah. Exclude him until he includes himself.
And then continue excluding him. Invite him into the closet and then lock him in the closet.
And forget about him. Wait for him to die. Bury the body in the backyard.
What is this, an episode of Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
The delay was kind of creepy on that.
Yeah, we do that.
Yes, we do.
All right, guys, you ready for the speed round?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, for those of you who are new to the show, Tom does not watch the news, and Garrett does just a little bit. He's conscious of what's happening out in the world. So what I've done is I've cultivated some headlines from since our last episode. One of them I have made up off the top of my head. The choice is between you two to figure out which one I made up. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, number 1. Irate customer runs over auto mechanic.
Huh.
Okay.
Number 2, 4 dead in family shootout over washing machine.
Wow, that's so bad that I laughed at that. But it was so mild.
You're like, wow, I've been to Nebraska.
It's such a mild fight. Like, who fights over the fucking washing machine? I don't understand.
Number 3, Oklahoma teen shot during game of Ding Dong Ditch.
Why are these all shot?
Because it's a new year, new death. Number 4,
No.
pizza delivery driver run over by own stolen car.
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Or number 5, oh wow, Chicago teen steal car to pick up pizza. Maybe 4 and 5 are noted together. So I'll read them over again in reverse order. Chicago teen steal car to pick up pizza. Pizza delivery driver run over by own car. I guess I just had pizza on the brain earlier. Oklahoma teen shot during game of Ding Dong Ditch. 4 dead in family shootout over washing machine. Or irate customer runs over auto mechanic.
So we're looking for the one that's not real.
Yeah,
Correct.
the not real one. What was Oklahoma again?
Oklahoma teen shot during a game of Ding Dong Ditch. You guys are familiar with that?
Yeah.
Ring the doorbell, piece the fuck out.
Yep.
Get shot.
I'm gonna go with washing machine family.
You're gonna say the Washingtons are not real?
Yeah, the washing machine family. What are you thinking, Garrett?
I don't know, man. Every time we play this, Tim's does a really good job at finding things that are super plausible.
Like the Hot Pocket airplane car crash thing.
I don't know what that's all
Yeah,
about,
what?
but
Some guy survived an airplane crashing into his apartment because he had a dire need to go get Hot Pockets.
Oh yeah, like he left the apartment to get Hot Pockets.
When he came back, there was an airplane in his living room.
I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to read them again?
Ding Dong Ditch.
All
That
right.
was my other choice too.
So, Tom, you said 4 dead in a family shootout over a washing machine.
Yep.
Garrett, you said Oklahoma teen shot during a game of Ding Dong Ditch. Unfortunately, both of those things happened in the past week.
Oh man,
Bummer.
Did it have to do with pizza?
It did.
Damn it.
Irate customer did run over his auto mechanic, and a pizza delivery driver was run over by his own car.
See, when you called attention to the 5th one about the teen stealing pizza thing, and then
yeah,
I don't know, you kept on it.
Too good to be true.
I thought you were throwing out like a red herring sort of a thing, like that.
Oh, I'm not nearly that creative.
Like, oh guys,
We should know that by now.
guys, don't pick this one. And then like,
pizza twice. That must not be a clue.
yeah, and I was like, oh wait, he's trying to trick us. All right.
Had
Fucker.
I remembered that there were 2 pizza ones on here, I would have like spread them out a little bit more.
Let's play another game. Let's play guess how much my poncho cost.
How many pesos?
Can I guess in U.S. dollars?
Yes.
50.
$16.
No.
Okay.
$31.
You are very close. It says apparently it still has the fucking price tag on it.
Good
from
job, Tom.
20.
You're like my mom at Christmas.
I got this in 2008. So yeah, a while back. Literally, actually 8 years ago. Since it's 2016 now.
Finish your sentence.
Anyway, it says number 75, 300. So 300 pesos, like $30 American, I think was like the conversion rate back then or something like that. So yeah, like $30.
It's funny that you went all the way to Mexico to buy something Mexican made, whereas Donald Trump would just tell you that you could buy that in America.
Yeah, well, win in Mexico.
When in Mexico, buy it from the Mexicans.
All right, that'll do it for
All
this
right,
week's
wrapping this
episode
up.
of Never Have I Ever, because never have I ever been to Mexico and bought their stuff.
Arriba!
Am I right? All right, until next week, you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and if you have any questions you would like us to answer on the show, check us out at neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. I'm Tim.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Chuck Knobloch.
Yeah, I forgot that was a fucking person. Keep your fingers in the air, kids.
Fuck is Chuck Knobloch?
Play for the Yankees.